We are live and moments away from action.
Gentlemen, so we'll make two changes. Up top, instead of being Junkie, as a starter, is going to be Tomas Santos.
Tomas Santos.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then Joey's in there.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wethersfield High School for tonight's contest between the visiting Woodstock Academy and your Wethersfield Eagles. The following contest is being conducted under the direction of Assistant Principal and Athletic Director Mr. Mike Maltese and Principal Mrs. Siobhan O'Connor. Sports medicine services are provided by Hartford Hospital Athletic Trainer Mr. Scott Applebaum. It is the hope of the high school administration, game officials, coaches, and players that the spectators will enjoy the contest in the spirit of good sportsmanship. Please note that the use of profanity and inappropriate behavior will not be tolerated at any student-centered events. We, the students, athletes, and staff of Wethersfield High School, are proud of our school and want to extend a warm welcome to our guests. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the team introductions. Competing out of the visitors' corner, coming into tonight's direct contest with a record of 7 wins, 8 losses, and 1 tie. Hailing from the Eastern Connecticut Conference, ranked number 28 in the Class L Boys Championship Tournament, they are the visiting Centaurs of the Woodstock Academy. Now it's time to meet the starters for the Centaurs. Number 6, Colin Manullo. Number 7, Ty Morgan. Captain, number 8, Noah Page. Number 10, Jeffrey Fongza. Number 14, Manuel Vidal. Number 16, Lucas Kropp. Number 17, Jack Marshall. Number 18, Gabriel Vial. Number 19, Brian Jameson. Number 20, Captain Wyatt Robbie. And number 24, John Bennett. The Centaurs are led by head coach Paul Reardon. And now, competing out of the home corner, hailing from the Central Connecticut Conference, coming into tonight's contest with a regular season record of 11 wins, 3 losses, and 3 ties. They're ranked number 12 in the Class L Boys State Championship Tournament. They are your Wethersfield Eagles! And now it's time to meet the starting 11 for your Eagles. Starting in goal, number 0, Chris Daly. Number 3, Marco Capasso. Number 4, Connor Swanson. Captain number 5, Owen Omenovic. Number 6, Sam Gustafson. Number 8, Will McCarter. Captain number 13, A.J. Contreras. Captain number 14, Joey Tada. Captain number 15, Sam Johnson. Number 21, Tomas Santos. And number 23, Josh Gustel. Your Eagles are led by head coach Rob Yackham and are assisted by Diego Lopez and Tony Gomes. Before the national anthem on this Veterans Day, we ask that you all rise and give a round of applause for the veterans that are currently and were formerly defending our freedoms at home and abroad. And now, if you would please join us in removing your caps as we honor the brave men and women who are actively defending our freedoms at home and abroad with the performance of tonight's national anthem by Kurt Swanson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time! Live from Gatone Field in Wethersfield, Connecticut. And now, for those here in attendance and those watching around the state at home, let's get ready to rumble!
All right, we are live from Gatone Field. We've had the introductions, the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your Wethersfield Eagles!
So we have a makeshift video arrangement tonight. A little bit limited in our camera capabilities, but we will do our best to pan the field as the action takes place. We welcome you to the Blue Eagles channel on YouTube. Let's see if I can say that correctly. We've got voice of the Eagles, Jimmy Clark. My name is Dave Gustafson. We have second round action in the 2021 CIAC State Boys Class L Soccer Tournament. 16 teams remained as we started the day. The winner of this one tonight gets a quarterfinal date on Saturday against the winner of today's matchup between number 13 Notre Dame of West Haven and number 4 seed Daniel Hand, the four-time defending Class L champions.
Yeah, Notre Dame West Haven in that 5 p.m. game has had some pretty good results against the likes of Daniel Hand and Xavier, so hopes are high that those guys will finally dethrone the perennial dynasty of Class L soccer in the state of Connecticut in Daniel Hand, and certainly I know I'm hoping for a Notre Dame West Haven win. Not so that we could play them, just so that Daniel Hand might be knocked out of the tournament. As we're underway, Castell sets it back to Tata, who's healthy and back in the lineup tonight. That'll be a big comeback after missing the first playoff game and the last regular season contest. He tries a centering pass to Connor Swanson, who on an unofficial statistic is the first player to score on his father and mother's alma mater schools, doing so last night against Torrington and doing it earlier in the season against New Britain. And that was a stressed fact by Kurt Swanson, who sang our national anthem this afternoon.
Excellent. Yeah, that is correct. That is certainly a unique double play of sorts, as Swanson got the goal Tuesday night against Torrington in the first round matchup.
And it looks like Woodstock Academy, the Centaurs, hanging on to the ball and running it towards that far sideline. And we did notice back early in the warm-ups, they have a freshman superstar just about in the likes of John Bennett, number 24. It's interesting to see what he's going to have as of an effect on tonight's contest.
Yeah, this is a large playoff roster for Woodstock Academy. 29 players by our counting. 6 seniors, 16 juniors, 4 sophomores, and 3 freshmen on the playoff roster for Woodstock.
And so as they'll set back, and a throw in for the boys in the white and blue, not to be confused with the boys in the blue and silver. The Eagles on that far sideline. Woodstock Academy coming in from the Eastern Connecticut Conference, as they come in with a 7-8-1 record. Eagles at 11-3-3. That is counting postseason affairs. As the ball gets thrown into Swanson as the Eagles march down the field. Wilma Carter in there, but taken away briefly. Eagles on the counterattack. Amedovic sets over to Contreras. Contreras will split defenders with a nice pass. This one ricochets its way to McCarter and to Swanson. Back to McCarter now to Contreras as he tracks it down along the back line. And there's a last-minute change in tonight's starting lineup. Giancarlos De Jesus traded out for Tomas Santos. And we'll see Capasso, looks like, dragging the ball along that high sideline. And here's a nice pass to Swanson. Swanson into Gustafson. Now back out to Gastel, and Gastel shanks one.
Looks like there was a deflection, so that will lead to the first corner kick, first set piece of the game for the Eagles. Will McCarter trots out to take it.
See a sub possibly coming in for Wethersfield. That will be Giancarlos De Jesus. And the short ball is played to Capasso, who crosses it. Oh! Out of bounds. Another corner is to be awarded.
Looks like that cross tried to find Gustafson.
Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 18, Giancarlos De Jesus.
So a quick substitution here for the Eagles as they line up corner kick number 2. Last one played short. We'll see where McCarter goes with this one. Hand is up. Ball goes low toward the near post. Rattles around. Back to McCarter at the edge of the 18, and that's going to...
Shot and a save.
Yep. Mishandled initially, but gathered up by the keeper for Woodstock Academy. It's the Centaurs tonight.
This is a big game for both squads trying to make the quarterfinals. Eagles, of course, the past 2 tournaments have made the semifinals. Oh, and it looks like we got a player down out there, and we're ready to call a stoppage to play.
Yeah, a little delay on the whistle as the Woodstock Academy team had advantage going.
He might have scraped up his knee out there. 35-52 to go in the first.
So while we have an opportunity, let's review a bit of how these two teams got here tonight. This second round Class L playoff action. Wethersfield found the back of the net early and often in the opening round matchup with number 21 Torrington.
And so number 3 comes onto the field for the Centaurs.
Subbing in for Woodstock Academy, number 3, Owen Tracy.
The Eagles scored 2 goals in the first 8 minutes of that one Tuesday night and never looked back, advancing to this second round with a 6-0 shutout win. Josh Castell, the leading scorer throughout the regular season, scored twice in Tuesday's game to go along with 1 goal each from Thomas Brodowitz, Will McCarter, Sam Johnson, and Connor Swanson. Swanson's goal, as you mentioned, completed that unique double play as he scored a goal against each of his parents' alma maters this season.
And so that one's played in, I believe, by Swanson. Medovic sends it. Or no, that was Capasso who sent it. My bad. Got a little divide with the windows here, so I'm just going to shut mine, and that should alleviate the problem. Ball is played to the low sideline and out of bounds. It will go. 35-25 to go in the first half. 1-0 in the shot department, but a tie, 0-0 game, as they might say across the pond.
Throw from Woodstock, taken over by Wethersfield.
Send it over towards Santos to Gustafson. That one's played well. Gastel, the playoff goals leader, trying to track it. Cleared away by Woodstock Academy. This might be the 3rd corner of the afternoon on a very cold afternoon. Looks like we're going to see a throw in here.
Throw in by De Jesus. He backs it up to the grass. Now comes forward into the box. We're going to go with that one. Man behind the net we go. The ball will turn over to Woodstock on a goal kick, and we'll talk about how the Centaurs got to this one. Their regular season record was 6-8-1. They entered the week seeded 28th out of the 29 teams that made this year's Class L tournament. But they had a huge win on the road Tuesday afternoon against number 5 seed Abbott Tech. The game was scoreless at the end of regulation. Then senior Ty Morgan scored in the second overtime period to keep their season alive, and they would go on to win that one, outscoring Abbott Tech 3-2 on penalty kicks to take the 2-1 victory and send them on the road again here today to Wethersfield.
And the Centaurs, personally to me, a little bit of an unknown variable. I've not seen these guys play soccer in some time. I mean, I've seen them in other sports, but soccer has not been one of them. And I'm interesting to see what they have up the sleeves as far as the playbook will go. And do we know when the last time these two guys met were?
Well, funny you should ask. We do have that. The last meeting between these two schools was here in Wethersfield in the 2008 Class L playoffs, November 7th of that year to be exact. Number 2 Wethersfield would knock off the number 7 Centaurs 7-2 in that one. Here's Gastel with an opportunity.
And 2008, to my understanding, was the last state championship for this boys team.
That is correct. The last of Wethersfield's 15 championships came in 2008. They would move on from that win against Woodstock. Nice slide.
Beautiful challenge.
Contreras.
A little extracurriculars after the fact.
In that 2008 championship run, Wethersfield would defeat Avon in the semifinals and then East Lyme in the final to claim, as we said, the last of the 15 state titles for Wethersfield.
And East Lyme, the opponent we're going to see next here on Blue Eagle, as they come in for field hockey. The quarterfinals, number 10 ranked East Lyme will take on number 2 Wethersfield on their quest for their first championship since, I believe, '83. Whistle blows as they get tangled up on each other. Number 17, that being Jack Marshall, and number 8. I'm not sure if they've told us to stop the clock. That was number 8, Will McCarter as well. A verbal warning will go out here.
I did not see the arms cross. A little conversation with the officials. We're going to get this one underway. Free kick. Connor Swanson lines it up.
Swanson has been particularly good with these opportunities. Swanson. Ooh, plays it short to Tata. Tata pokes it through to McCarter. McCarter into the corner, the low corner specifically. Fires one, oh! Into the football team back there.
So McCarter, as has been the case for much of the season, able to make that turn on the left side, got the step, sent the ball, a low line drive that deflected off of Gustafson on that near post. Out of bounds, but nice play design, nice opportunity for the Eagles there. Jesus is able to settle that one. It's going to go over the sideline. That one back to Woodstock. Scoreless game, 31-14 and counting first half.
These two teams playing very well, very evenly matched through the first portion of the game. Wethersfield controlling those scoring opportunities, but attempting is Woodstock, and that's a nice through ball. Contreras gets to it, but loses his footing. I believe that was Fongza who puts it through, being number 10. And Jeffrey Fongza, who is on the attack. Gastel sets a big through ball to McCarter. Out of bounds, it will be played. And now Woodstock Academy works it back.
What we saw there from Wethersfield was part of the success from Tuesday night. The long ball played out of the back. Here's Gastel with an opportunity down the left side.
Tries a cross, goes out of bounds off the foot of a Woodstock Academy player.
So we will have what I believe to be the third corner kick.
You would be correct.
This one coming from the near side of the field.
Could be McCarter to take it.
He is lined up. We've got Gastel near post. Joey Tata over for the possible short ball. We'll see which way the Eagles go. It's going toward the net.
Ooh, played in nicely, but Woodstock on the defensive to get it out. Not quite. Gustafson is still there. Tata's got it now. Tata sends it in on a nice cross, trying to get the ball through. It's back to Amedovic, who lines one up. Deflection, rebound! Oh! Just through the wrong posts. One shot on goal tonight from the Eagles, and it was a save, as we're now 10 minutes in to this contest, 29 and a half to go.
And we thank all of our viewers here on Blue Eagles YouTube channel for joining us tonight. Our understanding is, Mr. Clark, we have viewers from Fredericksburg, Virginia, Waldorf, Maryland, San Antonio, Texas, Shillington, Pennsylvania, and Waco, Texas.
Wow, that is a wide range of viewers. And if I may be correct, we might have a viewer in Germany. Ms. Coco, if you're watching this, hi. As that is the leader of Blue Eagle News, the teacher who oversees it, taking a little vacation trip, I believe. Was not told specifics, but we're going to mention it.
All right, and we hope all travels have gone well. We thank everyone for joining us. Wethersfield trying to find that opportunity to break the deadlock in this one. We are scoreless, 28-33 remaining.
Oh, that might change. Number 7 gets a nice through ball, and he's going to try and run past the back line. Oh, and Amedovic with a stop. He brushes off Fongza. Almost like a tackle back there. And it'll be Connor Swanson who's got it. John Carlos De Jesus oversees the ball. Tada gets there with a knee. And both these guys playing very physical soccer. Wethersfield more of the physicality in the recent moments. 28 minutes to go, and the throw-in goes to Woodstock Academy. Back to McCarter. McCarter to Tada, taken away by number 24. That's John Bennett, the freshman. Whistle blows, ball goes Woodstock's way.
So you have to think that the Centaurs of Woodstock Academy would love nothing more than to get on the board first in this one, force Wethersfield to play from behind. Something the Eagles did not have to do at all Tuesday night. As we mentioned, they jumped out early and scored 6 in that game against Torrington.
Bringing the ball back towards the 40-yard line, should be. Nope, should be about the 39. Don't forget, football tomorrow won't be streamed, so you're going to have to come out and support the boys in the cold as Daly gets under it like an outfielder, ranging it in.
Ball pressured nicely by Woodstock. Daly able to get to it, scoop it up, waiting for the formation to take shape. Lays it off for Amedovic. He'll play it ahead to De Jesus.
Oh, nice deflection by the Woodstock Academy. Not going to be good enough to whisk the ball away entirely. Wethersfield plays it forward. And so now,
Wethersfield having trouble getting the ball out of the back here. This was something we mentioned they did better against Torrington, clearing the ball long to create offensive opportunities. But Carter now sends it over the midline.
That is a decent ball played out of the back. Estelle tries to track down out of bounds. 2 subs, it'll be Betoya and Johnson coming in.
Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 15, Sam Johnson, and number 22, Ray Betoya.
So Ray Betoya comes in, and that'll be for Santos and De Jesus, who come out of the contest. Swanson set for a throw-in. He'll make it down to Gestel. Goes off his knee and towards a Woodstock player. Back now. Sent along on a cross. Back over towards Amedovic. Passo, Tada, Gustafson. Out of bounds on Gustafson, and this will bring the ball back towards the Centaurs.
They tried to connect that touch pass to Sam Johnson, just a few steps ahead of him on that one. Ball goes back to Woodstock.
This time the ball will go to Wethersfield as it's out of bounds once more. And what could very well be the final home game for this boys' club. A lot of them seniors, but it all depends on that 5 o'clock game and tonight's game. So,
yep, there are 3 scenarios at this point. The worst one being Wethersfield takes a loss here tonight and the season is over. If they can win this one against Woodstock Academy, the scenarios are either a home game Saturday against Notre Dame of West Haven, or a road game in Madison to take on 4-time defending Class L champion Daniel Hand.
That would be a good contest. I think either of those would be a very good contest as we get later on in the playoffs. Anything's better than going home. And Tata works a header. There's another one, and the chain of them continue. McCarter puts a through ball, but it's right to the goalie, and he'll make the grab. Then it is Wethersfield's field hockey program playing for a spot in the semifinals later tonight. 6:30 estimated face-off time. Here's Johnson coming in. Sam Johnson. He works at far sideline. Back now. Sent to Betoya. Betoya inwards to Swanson. Now Contreras. Contreras to McCarter. McCarter gets tied up there, but he works the ball out to Tata. Tata to Swanson. Swanson the near sideline to Contreras. Contreras now back over to Tata. And Joey Tata brings it forward through McCarter. Oh, nice save! Ball in the air, headed out by Woodstock Academy. And the Centaurs will clear it on just the second shot on goal tonight. Beautiful scoring opportunity, even better save by the netminder for the Woodstock Academy as they cross it by the 49.
Yeah, nice work from the Woodstock keeper there. Good feed, found Will McCarter in the 18, in the box. Calls by the Woodstock defenders for offside. The official did not see it that way, so McCarter gets the shot off, but saved nicely, keeps this game scoreless.
Oh, that time it'll be offsides. They'll rule it on number 10. And Contreras is to get there. Take the free kick from the 35. They play it pretty quickly into Tata, who is back in the game after the injury he sustained against Newington just a few weeks ago. Gustafson towards Betoya. Betoya to Johnson. Johnson is looking for something. Oh, pushes off. Free kick coming, and number 3, Owen Tracy, does not believe it. Johnson is set, plays it up on a chip to Swanson, whose header goes wide.
Good quick effort there from the Eagles, trying to catch Woodstock napping just a bit. Got the ball ahead to Swanson off his head. Goes wide of the net. The score remains 0-0 as we approach. We go under the 22-minute mark, 22 minutes, 21:50 now, and counting first half action here. Second round of the Class L playoffs.
This game going by a little faster than some would want. But then again, I think the athletic director is just fine with it. And Amedovic out of Daly. Daly will line it beautifully to Gustafson towards Gastel and Swanson.
Daly got it out of there just in the nick of time.
Woodstock was charging at him. Capasso puts it in towards Johnson. Johnson, Betoya, Capasso, Tata. Tata working it forward. The Woodstock Academy with a substitution coming into the game. Tata towards Contreras, who had a little bit of pressure on him. Gastel sends it forward off the body. Contreras sets a pick, but a little too much contact gives the ball to the Woodstock Academy.
So you brought up earlier a question around what the strategy would be for these two teams. They come in fairly even in terms of scoring during the regular season. Through 15 games, Woodstock Academy had 35 goals. That's an average of 2.3 per. They had a high output of 8 goals, did that on 2 different occasions in the regular season.
Well, I know Wethersfield in the playoffs is averaging 6 goals a game. And
That is an
Woodstock
easy average to
Academy
figure after one game.
averaging 2 goals a game in the postseason for Woodstock Academy. So I like these stats.
Yeah, regular season defensively, Woodstock a little bit more generous than what Wethersfield was during the regular season. Woodstock gave up 28 goals in their 15 games. It's just under 1.9 a game. Their high in terms of goals against was 6, and they lost to Ledyard earlier in the season.
And these guys, they played the likes of Norwich Free Academy, Stonington, Waterford, Ledyard, Fitch. Killingly Valley Regional East Lyme for one of them. That was tied after 2 overtimes in that game they played against them, as there's a nice challenge by the Woodstock Academy. Connor Swanson plays it forward to Contreras. Woodstock Academy not quite generating those offensive opportunities. They're getting to around midfield, and the Eagles are right there defensively. So this is sort of like a Hall situation in reverse. Wethersfield playing offensive soccer and Woodstock Academy playing very defensively. Only 2 shots on goal allowed today. Both have been for the Eagles. Both have been saved. That ball is launched towards the bleachers. And now getting with it. Wethersfield far sideline. Playing it out. Woodstock Academy takes it out of bounds. Back towards Vitoya. To Contreras by the 43-yard line. Working inward. Ball is played towards Wethersfield as it's out of bounds. Swanson on another throw-in. Swanson throws it in. Taken by Woodstock Academy. Towards Contreras, trying to put on a shield there. Does not happen. Wethersfield in there with a challenge.
Nice takeaway from Owen Amedovic there as Ty Morgan made the challenge for Woodstock.
Stell now. Not Contreras, that's Amedovic who's playing quite forward. Eagles applying a little pressure. That ball gets away. Tada's going to watch it go out of bounds, and he's going to make the throw and big opportunity for Wethersfield to strike.
So Wethersfield has some open space in that 35 to 40-yard range. Nice touch pass, McCarter to Tada.
Well, touch and go, but it's poked out by Woodstock Academy. McCarter sends it in. Who is it ruled out on? I believe it's ruled out on Wethersfield.
Looks like we are going to get a goal kick there. Good action from the Eagles. They're getting pretty much what they want, 35 to 45 yards out from the goal, but then much more pressure from the Woodstock Academy defense.
Well, this is a corner. This is number 4.
Oh, look at that. There's McCarter.
Carter in towards the net. Played away. Swanson! Oh! Poked away!
That was one of the best saves you're going to see. High, full extension, one hand on the ball, able to pop it over the crossbar and save that goal for Woodstock. We are scoreless. Another corner kick comes.
Here it comes. Played in! Saved.
So McCarter got that ball through to Gustafson. He got a foot on it and went toward the keeper. That counts as a save. Not quite the shot Gustafson was hoping to get on that one. Still put it toward the net, and here comes Woodstock the other way. High ball, going to be short of the midline.
5 corners, 4 shots tonight by Wethersfield. A lot of these set pieces are generating the offense for the Eagles tonight. Otherwise, these guys have been passing it around, looking for those opportunities to take the pinpoint shots, but not quite just unloading on the net. Tada unloads and scores!
Wow! That was a missile from Joey Tada. Just inside the 25-yard marker. Lets it fly with the right foot, and it finds the bottom corner of the net. Wethersfield takes the lead 1-0. Clock stops at 16:19 here in the first half. Wethersfield 1, Woodstock Academy 0.
That is a big goal for the Eagles.
Big goal to take the lead. We'll get the official announcement over the PA system here as Joey Tada puts it in the back of the net. 16-19, first half.
Eagles goal scored by number 14, Joey Tada. His first of the postseason. Time of the goal, 16 minutes and 19 seconds. In his first game back, he scores the first goal, and not quite done yet. Tada playing it through along the near sideline. Big opportunity again by the Eagles. Big cross, sending it out towards, I believe, De Jesus. Back towards Johnson now, and the Eagles finding themselves right back on the attack again. Johnson sets it out to Capasso. Capasso back. I believe that's Betoit. And cleared out of bounds. Eagles will get the ball on a throw-in.
So the Eagles doing a nice job moving the ball forward. Here's McCarter now, top of the arc. Lets it fly with the left foot. Will McCarter off the left foot. Just at the top of the arc. And just like that, back-to-back goals from Tata and McCarter. The Eagles take a 2-0 lead as they look to march on.
Exactly 1 minute apart from each other. Will McCarter strikes for his second goal of the postseason.
So it had been a back-and-forth affair.
Eagles goal scored by number 8, Will McCarter. His second of the postseason. Time of the goal, 15 minutes and 19 seconds. So that is number 2 for him on the 6th shot of the contest. Wethersfield, exactly 60 seconds after scoring the first, they score the second. McCarter tries a through ball, sends this one on a high chipped-in play. And the Eagles inching closer on back-to-back goals. Big opportunity if McCarter can get to it. He does. He keeps it in bounds. Setting out towards Swanson. Swanson with a cross. Played out, but picked up by Tata. Joey Tata now. Ooh.
Taken away nicely there.
Ooh, a little deflection, but it will not stop the Woodstock Academy from moving up the field. Gustafson to McCarter. McCarter now. Oh, a little footwork. It's taken out of bounds. Now with 14 minutes to go in the first half, Eagles lead by 2. Here's a throw-in. Johnson. Ooh, good move as he breaks past the challenge from number 10, McCarter. Works it over, and Capasso will get to it inside the 20. 4:30 just about in the afternoon.
Nice header.
Oh!
That was well done by Sam Johnson on the header from the cross from Marco Capasso. Sam Johnson heads it, keeps it in. That's going to lead to another corner kick, it looks like. Maybe
No,
a
this is gonna
throw
be a
just
throw.
from the side. All right.
This is going to be a throw for McCarter. Up by 2. Eagles have a little bit of breathing room here. They've played very well, and Woodstock Academy launching this one from way back in the field, but it's picked up by Amedovic. Amedovic now to Capasso. Capasso works it forward, high sideline. Works it over in towards Betoya. Betoya tries to pass the defensive units. A block on the pass, and here comes Woodstock Academy. Number 25, he's got one man to beat. Trickles the ball between his legs, whistle blows.
All right, so we've got a free kick coming up here for Woodstock Academy as they are trying to carve into the 2-0 Wethersfield lead, 12:35 and counting here first half. Free kick will come from right about 35 yards out from the net.
And so 12.5.
High ball into the box.
Played into number 20. The header. Shot goes wide. Oh, and a player goes down.
You have a Woodstock player down. The call is a deflection out of bounds off of Woodstock, so goal kick will come for Wethersfield.
They'll move number 7 in.
Subbing in for Woodstock Academy, number 7, Ty Morgan.
So that went wide. Not sure to call that one a shot or not on that play.
I think we could be okay leaving that one off the board. It didn't. It seemed to trickle more over the end line than make it toward the net.
That's fair.
Depends on how generous you want to be tonight. You are the official scorekeeper here.
I am.
Because you've got your pulse on the scoreboard. Here's McCarter now.
Oh.
Another chip forward.
Played off the back of the leg. Woodstock Academy, though, up with it. Now, send it back and forth past McCarter out there. Up towards Swanson. Eagles trying to escape halftime, or escape to halftime with a lead. Johnson almost loses control of the ball there. Swanson plays it back. Woodstock Academy forward from the back of the field. Amedovic Lobs one out towards Daly. Daly lines one. Back to the Woodstock Academy. Number 8 has control of the ball. That's Noah Page, the captain. Back and forth between him and John Bennett. Played forward and out of bounds. Eagles ball. 10:45 to go here in the first half of action.
So, nice possession initially. As there's number 17. That is Jack Marshall. He's had an active game defensively so far for the Centaurs of Woodstock Academy.
And out of bounds, Woodstock ball. Centaurs will take it. That's thrown in. Eagles on the defensive. Cleared up. Right to the bench by McCarter.
Good challenge from Gastel there. Gave McCarter an opportunity, just not able to control that ball. Throw comes for Woodstock.
And about 10 minutes now left. And happy Veterans Day to all those watching here this afternoon. Game 1 of a doubleheader for today's contest.
So as we look out along the Wethersfield sideline, we see the coaching staff has been joined by Wethersfield girls coach Tony Leone tonight. Congratulations to his squad.
Man, and these guys have been pulling upset after upset, I tell ya. Number 3 Suffield went down to him just the other day. That was a 3-0 win. That was huge coming off their 1-0 win against Foreign.
Yeah, certainly well done to put up 2 clean sheets through the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. They will move on to a quarterfinal matchup tomorrow evening, 5:30 at number 6 seed E.O. Smith, a familiar opponent for Wethersfield, as they battled but came up on the short end of a 1-0 decision, losing to the Panthers back on October 27th.
And that'll be taken by Gastel. Played forward by the near corner, off the ankles of one of the Woodstock Academy players. Swanson will let it run out of bounds and throw it back in towards Johnson. Johnson will put it back towards Contreras to Tata. Now to Amedovic. Amedovic now works forward towards Capasso to Batoya. Out of bounds it goes. Giancarlos De Jesus will come in.
Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 18, Giancarlos De Jesus.
So we'll do a quick reset as we hit the 8:10 mark, 8 minutes, 10 seconds remaining first half. Wethersfield has jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Goals from Joey Tata at the 16-19 mark, and then exactly 1 minute later, Will McCarter followed that up to score the second one for the Eagles. 2-0. Wethersfield leading the Centaurs of Woodstock Academy here in second round to Class L playoff action.
And that one, ooh, run over by De Jesus. De Jesus will help him up. That was number 8, Noah Page, one of the 2 captains in the squad. Him and Wyatt Robbie have been the 2 captains of the Woodstock Academy club. 7.5 to go in the first. And Woodstock Academy trying to push forward. Taken by Swanson. Now over. And Tata got it from Johnson to Swanson. Swanson with a centering pass to Gustafson. Gustafson to Capasso. Capasso towards De Jesus. Now to Johnson. Capasso tracking it down. He will get there. Now Contreras towards Joey Tata. Tata to McCarter. McCarter plays it off the heel, but a little too much gets put on it. Out of bounds it goes. 6.5 now left in the first half of action.
Good look there from McCarter. Tried to play it to Swanson, who was making the overlap from the back.
And it looks like a little too much contact on the challenge for the ball for the ref's liking. And this will be Wethersfield ball.
Gustafson went down. Wethersfield will play the free kicks back to Wemedovic from Contreras. Far side now to Marco Capasso.
Played along at far sideline. Looks like to Johnson. Johnson in towards DeJesus. DeJesus puts it back out to Tata. Tata working. Great opportunity for Swanson.
Good footwork from Swanson. Look at that snap!
What a goal!
That was unbelievable from Connor Swanson. Pulls it back, keeps it on his feet, and sends it upper 90 into the right corner. 3-0 Wethersfield lead
At 5:47.
So after ending the regular season with a 3-game stretch that saw the Eagles score only 1 goal, 9 now through 1.5 playoff games.
Eagles goal scored by number 4, Connor Swanson. His second of the postseason. Time of the goal, 5 minutes and 47 seconds. So with that, on the 7th shot, that is 3 straight shots, 3 straight goals.
Yeah, it is good to see the offense wake up. The defense finished the season strong with that clean
0-0
sheet
game
against Hall, but yeah, the offense was sluggish. Only 1 goal in those last 3 games of the regular season, but as we mentioned, 6 on Tuesday night, 3 already here and looking for more.
They've already more than made up for the lapse in offense for those final 3 regular season games and then some. 9 goals in 2 games. That's impressive any way you look at it, and there's still a lot of soccer left in this second game in the postseason. And Contreras plays it. 4.5 to go. 4.5 to go in the first. Eagles lead it by 3. Taken by number 7 and poked out of bounds.
Good step from Capasso there to clear it out just over the head of Joey Tata. DeJesus is going to take control. A little jersey grab in the center circle. Grabbed again.
Oh my goodness!
That's got to be a card. That was almost a wraparound and a tackle, but there's nothing coming from the officials.
Oh goodness me!
That was a jersey grab followed by hands clearly around the body for a takedown, but he will get a verbal warning. No card comes.
These
Play
guys
on we will.
Really letting them play it out tonight.
Gustafson now taps it back. Missed the connection with Sam Johnson. Woodstock's going to take over. Good step from Tata there. Connor Swanson's going to get it. Plays it forward. Looking for DeJesus off his chest. Left foot tap out to McCarter. McCarter trying to get around 2 players on that left side. Splits the defenders. Into the box we go. McCarter loses the ball. Good stand there from Woodstock. Ball comes back. Connor Swanson challenges. Woodstock trying to play it forward, but Swanson is able to get a foot on it. Which way are we going to go with that? Official a little bit unclear. He's going to give the ball to Wethersfield. Swanson will scoop it up and make the throw. Into DeJesus. Tries to tap it off to Gustafson. High in the air we go. Tata's going to settle it on his foot. We've got an injured player now for Woodstock.
And they will stop the clock here. 2:50 to go in this first half. Player gets up and he'll come off. Number 10 will come in for him. Subbing in for Woodstock Academy, number 10, Jeffrey Fongza. See a throw in.
Clock is stopped. 2:50 remaining as we near the end of the first half. Wethersfield has jumped out to a 3-0 lead. 3 really impressive shots have led to those goals. Joey Tata followed by Will McCarter and the last one by Connor Swanson. Eagles come up the field looking for more. Here's Swanson. Taps it ahead to Sam Johnson. Johnson chip shot looking for McCarter.
Oh, he's
Streaking
got
down the
McCarter
left
down
side
that
into the
side.
box. He's going to get there. He will try for the cross. Ball just a bit nubbed off his foot there. Didn't quite get all of that one.
Couldn't quite connect. And it's back towards Sam Johnson. Johnson will play it off the 15 now to Swanson. Swanson It'll be
DeJesus
stolen.
tried the look-away pass there. That was deflected nicely by Woodstock. They're going to take over. Here's a step from Swanson to get the ball back for Wethersfield. Sam Johnson now settles. Gets through one man. Lays the ball off, trying to find McCarter streaking down the middle. Johnson's going to take over again, though.
We got 2 minutes left.
Tata goes down. That's going to draw the whistle. Official from behind makes the call.
I don't know about that one. It seemed to me like he really just kind of lost his footing.
There's been certainly more contact that has gone uncalled in this game, but Wethersfield will take over. Amedovic splits two defenders back to Tata, comes all the way back to the midline and across the midline to A.J. Contreras now. He's going to reel that one in and go back to Chris Daly. Daly starts in net tonight.
And he might be able to stay that way. I believe they would put in Ricky Torres for that second half, though. The way this game has gone thus far.
Johnson with a nice idea. McCarter had pulled up a bit on that route instead of continuing the run, so no connection, no shot opportunity there for the Eagles. Woodstock Academy tries to come the other way. They would love to find an opportunity, get something in the back of the net to get on the board before halftime.
1 minute remaining in the first half.
That one's out of bounds. Woodstock Academy takes it right back. Now to Tata. Tata. Back over towards Contreras. 38 seconds to go. Contreras. Beautiful slide by Woodstock.
Yeah, excellent challenge there to keep the ball alive from Woodstock. 30 seconds, they throw it in. Over Amedovic. Gustafson's going to head it out of harm's way for now. Contreras will clear it.
That was nearly a big opportunity for the Centaurs.
So good backup defense there for Wethersfield. Kept the ball away from Chris Daly, kept him from having to make the save. And we count down the last 5 seconds here in the first half. Good challenge from Capasso. Draws a whistle. It'll be a free kick, but time will run out.
So as time expires, we'll go to halftime. The score is 3-0 Eagles.
Your score at halftime, Wethersfield 3 and Woodstock Academy 0.
All right, we thank all of you for joining us tonight here on Blue Eagles on YouTube. We're going to keep the video stream going, mute our audio for a few minutes as we take a break here. Again, halftime score, 3-0 Wethersfield. Goals from Joey Tata at the 16-19 mark, Will McCarter at the 15-19 mark, and then with 5:47 remaining in the half, Connor Swanson puts in the third goal for the Eagles as they go into the half with a 3-0 lead. We'll be back in a few minutes with second half action. All right, welcome back to Catone Field. We are just about 2 minutes away from the start of the second half. It's second round action in the 2021 CIAC State Boys Class L Soccer Tournament. Wethersfield, the number 12 seed, 3. Woodstock Academy, the number 28 seed, nothing here at halftime. 3-0 Wethersfield lead. Woodstock Academy got to this one with a thriller on Tuesday as they went on the road, played number 5 seed Abbott Tech, took that game to extra time and then penalty kicks where they had the advantage 3-2.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the field. Your Wethersfield Eagles!
So the Eagles and the home Blues are back on the Catone turf. 3-0 edge for them. The game was tight, a back and forth affair through the first 24 minutes, but then Joey Tata got the scoring started for Wethersfield. He put one in the back of the net, 16-19 on the clock for that one. Exactly 1 minute later, Will McCarter, the points leader for this team on the season, put one in to make it 2-0, and then 5:47 remaining in the half. Connor Swanson with a nice pull back and shot in the upper 90. Finished out the first half scoring Wethersfield 3, Woodstock Academy 0. The Centaurs looking to get on the board, pull off some more magic similar to what they did Tuesday, where that game, as we mentioned, went to extra time and eventually penalty kicks in their victory over Abbott Tech. The winner of this one moves on to the quarterfinals, a Saturday date, with either number 13 seed Notre Dame of West Haven or number 4 seed Daniel Hand. That game is kicking off in just about 10 minutes in Madison. The two winners will play on Saturday for a chance to go to the semifinals. Daniel Hand has been a dynasty in Class L soccer. No tournament in 2020, but the previous 4 tournaments, 2016 through 2019, the Tigers of Daniel Hand came away as the champions.
And we're back underway with the second half of action. And with 39:50 to go in the second, we see
Here we go.
the Woodstock Academy, line one forward. That one goes off the body of Amedovic, and now forward once again. It will be Sam Gustafson. And off the legs of Manuel Vidal. And back over towards Vitoya. Or that was Capasso. Capasso sends it forward from the back of the field towards De Jesus, who gets beat to the ball, but it's back over to Sam Johnson. Sam Johnson works it over to the low sideline to Gastel. Gastel lets one fly! Oh! Here's the rebound! Stopped!
Wow, some action there as the ball ricocheted off the head of Sam Gustafson. Rolled out where Connor Swanson was there waiting for it. He took a shot, but that was deflected and ends up going just to the left. It will stay with Woodstock. They'll take the goal kick, but good early action for Wethersfield here in the second half.
And the Eagles are generating those big offensive opportunities like they need to in order to stay in this game. They've played very defensive, didn't allow a single shot on goal throughout the first half. We'll see if they do it again in the second half to try and clinch a Saturday night with either Notre Dame of West Haven or Daniel Hand. And of course, again, Daniel Hand, perennial powerhouse, as a stoppage in time comes along. We'll see a bloody nose for one of the players. Looks like number 7 out there, that being Ty Morgan. And we'll see number 2 come onto the field. Subbing in for Woodstock Academy, number 2, Ryan Odorsky.
All right, so as we get back underway, we welcome all of our viewers back for the second half here. We understand we've got folks from as far away as Fredericksburg, Virginia, Waldorf, Maryland, San Antonio, and Waco, Texas, Shillington, Pennsylvania, Bristol, Connecticut, where the Bristol Central Rams take action tonight at 6 in their second round matchup with Guilford.
Should be a good one there.
an 8-9 game on that portion of the bracket.
I can also verify Virginia is a lovely place. I've been there a few times before.
All right, well, how about that?
Got a brother down there, actually, graduating from fire school in the coming weeks.
If you are watching from a location we did not mention, feel free to hop over to Facebook. Wethersfield Eagles High School Soccer is the page on Facebook. Drop us a note there and let us know where you were watching tonight's game from, and we'll make sure we get that mentioned before the end of the game.
And McCarter putting on the defensive pressure by the 50. Oh, look at the pressure! The run by
look at
Johnson,
that.
and here comes the through ball. Johnson with a big opportunity. Is he gonna strike? Beautiful slide in the box! Eagles fans are looking for a penalty kick. They're not gonna get it. Sam Johnson had a great run. A beautiful challenge from the Woodstock Academy, and the offensive challenge dissipates.
So it does not lead to a goal, but what an effort from Sam Johnson. Won the ball in the middle of the field, then Will McCarter played it forward. Here comes McCarter now down the left side.
He's going to beat it to the end line. He's got it there. A cross deflection should be the 6th corner of the evening, all of which have been for Wethersfield.
That deflection by the Woodstock Academy defense saved what may have been another shot on net as Sam Johnson had gotten in front of the goal. We're going to line this up in that far corner. McCarter.
36:20 to go. McCarter plays a line drive into Gastel. Oh, off the pipes! Off the pipes, and Gastel could not get it to go.
So we are seeing the Eagles exhibit far better accuracy and force on some of these shots than what we saw definitely during the tail end of the regular season. We mentioned earlier the final 3 games of the regular season, Wethersfield scored 1 goal, already 9 through a game and a half in the playoffs, and that was one that could have been number 10, just a bit outside. Ricocheted off of that post.
Looks like the Wethersfield Eagles lining up a set number of substitutions down there. Looks like Thomas Brodowitz and one other warming up to get in this game along that far corner. 35-20 to go in the second half of today's game. Again, so glad you could join us on a very chilly Thursday evening. And of course, stick with us because we've got the field hockey quarterfinals coming up. Wethersfield and East Lyme, another faraway opponent, comes to the nest. If the Eagles win that, they go to the semifinals on their chase of their first taste of championship gold since '83. That would have been there, and that was their only championship. And here's Sam Johnson. He's getting another opportunity. This one is going to be a penalty.
And that's the same collision with number 8, Noah Page, that we saw last time. Though the first one went uncalled, this one draws the penalty call. Sam Johnson looks like he will line it up.
And do we stop the clock for this?
Yes, I'm going to say yes.
All right, fans, on your feet. It's time for an Eagles penalty kick.
All right, here we go. Sam Johnson drew the penalty. He will take the kick. He steps. He moves toward the net.
Scores!
Right down the middle we go, and there is Sam Johnson with goal number 4 for the Eagles at the 34-21 mark, second half. So Sam Johnson, second time in this half, gets into the box, challenged by the Woodstock defense. That one drew the call as Johnson went down. He calm, cool, and collectedly sends the ball into the back of the net. 4-0 Wethersfield lead.
It looks like the coach is going to have a little discussion with Coach Reardon of the Woodstock Academy Centaurs. A little confusion as to why that penalty was drawn, and that'll be Sam Johnson's, I believe, should be his second goal of the postseason. That will be his second as he squared it up on the penalty kick. Eagles goal scored by number 15, Sam Johnson. A penalty kick goal, his second goal of the postseason. Time of the goal, 34 minutes and 21 seconds. So about 6 minutes into the second half, the penalty is drawn. That will be the fourth one, as I forgot to add the goal on there. Get a little help from
Tell you
the
what,
fans.
the Eagles fans are eagle-eyed when it comes to that scoreboard. That's good to see.
That begs the question, which fan base isn't eagle-eyed when it comes to the scoreboard in these kinds of games?
So 33-30 remaining second half. Wethersfield has jumped all over Woodstock Academy here. 4-0 lead for the Eagles. 3 of those goals came in the first half, and that last one off the penalty kick from Sam Johnson. And we want to give a nice Wethersfield Eagles hello to Donald, who's watching the game from Avon Park, Florida.
Wow. That is a hike to Wethersfield. So glad you could click through the virtual turnstiles tonight to watch the game. That set piece is cleared away by Wethersfield, but
Medovic with a nice header in front of Ricky Torres, who takes over second half net minding duties for the Eagles.
This will be the first corner of the game for the Woodstock Academy. So they trail by 4 with 32-38 left. Here it comes.
Near post.
Torres
Punches
punches it away.
Well done by Ricky Torres to punch that one out as he took over for Chris Daly here to start the second half.
Eagles trying to set for the throw-in. We'll see the subs, Brodowitz and El Bashir. Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 9, Thomas Brodowitz, and number 20, El Hussein El Bashir. Taking over at halftime in the goaltending position is number 1, Ricky Torres. So as Torres moved into the game here, start of the half, he's already punched one away, and the Eagles will send another one into the bushes. As the Eagles feeling a little pressured here. As you can see it being applied. Back out towards El Bashir. On that high sideline. 31:30 to go here in the second half as time continues to tick away. And if this result holds, we'll see these guys again on Saturday. Don't know where, don't know when quite yet.
That's right. It is TBD, but the one thing that we hope will be a known after this one ends is that the Eagles season will stay alive for at least one more game.
No, absolutely. I'm waiting to see these guys. I want to see them get to the semifinals this year. These guys always appear to be snake-bitten when they reach that penultimate game, and they just can't seem to get past the semifinal round. So I'd love to see it be this year, but let's not look too far ahead. They've still got quite a few good opponents left on the docket, including tonight for the next 30 minutes.
Yep, have to hold on to this 4-0 lead, 30-38 remaining second half. And then await the outcome, assuming this result holds, await the outcome of that game that just got underway in Madison between Notre Dame of West Haven and Daniel Hand. A 13-4 matchup in that one. We've got 12 and 28 here tonight.
That should be an excellent contest down there in Madison tonight. Man, if I could magically get there after this game, boy would I. That's a big opportunity to see some high-powered teams in Class L fight to take on the winner of this. Torres dives for the ball, but of course we've got 2 high-powered teams coming up after this one. Of course, can't stress enough, Eagles field hockey will be up next. Torres with the goal kick. Sends it out. Number 14 gets a piece of it. Now off to Gustafson. Gustafson from Gestel back to Gustafson. A slide. He does not quite get there. Eagles trying to work it forward. And not going to get it. Eagles will take it from the out-of-bounds position. Number 7, Ty Morgan, and number 11, Damian Young, are set to come in for the Centaurs of Woodstock Academy.
And speaking of the rest of the bracket and what may lie ahead, we'll do a quick rundown of the proverbial out-of-town scoreboard. Again, we enter the night. All the second-round games happening today or this evening. So 16 teams in Class L were alive to start the day.
8 will be alive at the end of the day.
That is usually how that math works. Very nicely done.
I've been studying hard in statistics.
McCarter goes down. Looks like that's going to draw a whistle against the Woodstock Academy defender, and that is not to their liking on that far side. And that is going to draw what appears to be our first booking of the evening.
Yep, and that should be a red card. Whoa! That's got to be jumping the gun a little. No yellow card, no verbal warning.
Well, hard to know what was said there, but yeah, no yellow. He goes straight to red. That will be an ejection from the game, and
I wonder who was.
Woodstock Academy will play the rest of this one down a man.
Looks like 17 might have been the one to be ejected. That being Jack Marshall.
Yeah,
been playing very good defensively.
Yeah, had a solid game, as you were saying. Very active, very physical on the back line for Woodstock. Had a collision on that far side with McCarter, we believe, and was animated in the reaction, which seemed to draw the ire of the officiating crew. So the red card comes.
I still can't see why that would jump immediately to the red card. You would think it would be at least, the first booking of the game would at least be a yellow card. And number 8 will come out of this game as well. That might be just for a substitution.
So we'll run down the scores we know at this point from earlier action in the Class L second round. 2-seed Watertown comes from behind, as we understand it, to take a 6-4 overtime win over number 18 Brookfield. And in perhaps one of the biggest upsets so far, number 14 Fitch takes out number 3 seed Middletown 2-1 in overtime.
Ooh, that is a big, big finish.
The rest of the games are underway.
21-7 to get in.
Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 21, Tomas Santos. Subbing in for Woodstock Academy, number 7, Ty Morgan.
Playing down a man is Woodstock Academy.
So we reset. We're sitting at 28:33 and counting now as the clock gets rolling again.
Right out of bounds. A rocketing start for the second half.
Yeah, Wethersfield throws the ball in, looking to add to the 4-0 lead here over Woodstock Academy. And again, with the red card and ejection, Woodstock will be down a man for the final 28-13 and counting now of this one.
That'll go off the back of the head of El Hussein. Eagles will work for it now towards Brodowitz. Brodowitz getting shoved out of there. Oh, De Jesus nearly gets a big opportunity. Santos will have the ball. Whistle blows. Woodstock possession.
We've got an injury, it looks like. Player is going to stay on the field. Perhaps a twisted ankle.
Maybe. They have not told us to stop the clock yet. 27-40 is what's left here in this second half. A nice ball played out there. Looks like some papers might have fallen here in the press box. Another stoppage in play. Ball goes the Eagles' direction.
So, getting a little help from our viewers. Our good friend Andy in Bristol gives us an update on that Watertown win. The number 2 seed Watertown was down 3-1 in that game. Came back to tie it 4-4 and then scored 2 goals in the extra time to win that one 6-4 and advance to the quarterfinals.
That is a big rally right there from the boys from Watertown. Woodstock Academy on a push here from the 20. Trying to get by. Cannot penetrate the Eagles' back line there. 8-0 again in shots. Eagles have not allowed a shot on goal here tonight. A couple of close situations where the goalies had to step in and grab the ball, but none of them have been shots on target. Goal kick will be coming here, I believe. Good D. We'll play a short ball to Capasso. Capasso will send it towards Gastel. Gastel towards Santos. And
Oh, that's a shove in the back. We'll draw the whistle there. Nice sportsmanship to help
Pick him
Berisha up.
Contreras awaiting a kick. Sends it over to Gastel. Capasso. Santos way high. And they should bring in number 22.
Subbing in for the Woodstock Academy, for 22, Ethan Craig. Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 11, Michael LaPerriere. As well as number 16, Anthony Zavarella.
So Zavarella, and I got to thank Mr. Gustafson on that one. Saved the day with the sub call-ins just now. I didn't even notice Wethersfield had brought subs in.
They try to throw you for a loop with those last-minute runs to the midline.
They sneak him in on me. It's
You
weird.
were focused, as you should have been, on the sub entering the game for Woodstock. Wethersfield threw a couple to the line there, so well done on those announcements. As anytime the boys in blue enter the game, it's always great to hear the voice of the Eagles, Jimmy Clark, announce that over the PA system for what may be final time here.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to miss it as here's McCarter. Oh, big opportunity, ball is loose! Cleared away by the Centaurs.
That's good action from the keeper there. He got low quickly on that ball, which was played to the goal nicely by McCarter.
Here's a through ball taken by Wethersfield. And I got to say, if this is the final time, I'm going to miss it. Oh, extracurriculars down there as they get for the ball. But I am going to say I will miss it. But I will return for the odd game here and there, and a sub coming in for Woodstock Academy. Looks like Rothland.
Subbing in at the goalie position for the Woodstock Academy, number 40, Zachary Rothwein.
So as they get the sub in, I will say I'll come back for an odd game here or there. Check in on the unknown understudy that might take my place in the coming year. Whistle blows. Oh, and Woodstock Academy does not like that one as it's Eagles ball.
So I want to acknowledge that was a nice hand for Woodstock starting keeper from the Wethersfield faithful as he came out of the game. Wethersfield has put 4 in the back of the net, but he has made some nice saves
Oh,
during
for
his
certain.
time in the game, including last time down as McCarter got a nice shot that he was able to save on the low ball.
Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 2, Aiden Rodriguez, and number 19, Brandon Rodriguez.
All right, and we've got another destination to add to our list tonight.
Oh boy.
We've got Michelle watching from Atlanta, Georgia,
Wow.
cheering on Josh Castell here tonight.
Nice.
And there it is, Castell with a foot on the ball, right on cue.
A lot of people watching from far away. I did not know we had this big a reach here on Blue Eagle News, but of course so glad to bring the action to those of you at home. 22:24 to go in the half as the time is expiring upon us. Of course, in Madison, Connecticut right now, Notre Dame, West Haven, and Daniel Hand meeting for who would get the winner of this game. Of course, with 22 minutes left in this game, we're nearly 3/4 of the way done. This is El Bashir along the high sideline.
That is more excellent math from you tonight. This is very impressive.
I told you earlier in the game, I was studying very hard in my statistics class. Been working hard on the math before I got functional analysis next semester. That's going to be a struggle. I've never been the math type, but we're getting good now. Making it while we count in senior year.
Excellent work, excellent work. Well, we want to give a shout out again to the Wethersfield varsity girls soccer team. Tony Leone's Eagles improved to 10-6-2 with a stunning second-round upset win yesterday over number 3 seed Suffield in the girls Class L tournament.
And Wethersfield, the shield, the through ball, and out of bounds. And that
Nice
was
play from LaPerriere there on the sideline.
And that was a beautiful upset by that team. They've been pulling them since they got to the tournament. Can't say I'm surprised. They are much like this boys group, had a little inconsistency in the regular season, but when they're playing in those big-time games, that's when they play their best.
Yeah, the goals yesterday came from Kathleen Brush, Alexa Grenier, and Bella Bonfiglio.
Oh, big strike off the crossbar! Oh, it looks like Zavarella got bodied in the box back there. I'm not sure if they're ruling another penalty or not.
The arm is up. I'm not sure what we've got, if that is going to be an offside call.
Not entirely sure.
Normally, if it were a penalty, we would have more action from the officials heading toward that penalty spot. So I think we are getting an offside call that will nullify that opportunity. A lot of excitement from the Wethersfield bench on that one, but nothing doing.
A lot
Great
of excitement in here from myself. I was getting ready.
I'm going to admit I did not see who took the shot that hit off the crossbar.
It was Zavarella who was out there taking the shot. He was way up front.
Well, who took the...
I may be wrong on that. Now that
we'll figure it out. We'll go to the videotape evidence after the fact and figure that one out. Apologies for that, as we were taking some notes and trying to gather ourselves here, and the Eagles kept the action fast and furious.
It's my eyes. I'm getting old.
Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 7, Jake Laurie, and number 10, Juanes Garagoa.
And the fans seemingly rising up for Jake Laurie, who recently had a highlight posted on CT Soccer Highlights Instagram page. Go check it out. It was him as that one comes into the stands. Not quite a souvenir as they have to throw it back, but
thankfully not all the way into the press box, as we are windowless here to try to give us a little bit better video. We know it's shaky and not quite the highest quality as we are down a bit on the crew, but we're giving our best shot here tonight.
yeah. But yeah, Jake Laurie having a highlight posted, if you remember back to, I believe it was just 2 nights ago, playing the Torrington game. He had a nice move on one of the players. That was put up there on Instagram by our own Chris Daly. So Chris really is a team player in those aspects. Speaking of team player, Ricky Torres came way out of the box to deliver this opportunity. Through ball! Oh, comes out of the box. That's Rothland.
So the reserve keeper with a nice play there to thwart the initial attack by the Eagles. Again, Woodstock Academy has been down a man since the 28-34 mark after the red card was issued to number 17, Jack Marshall.
So just past about 10 minutes of 11 on 10.
And they have done a nice job. They have not allowed any additional goals since going down a man. Wethersfield with a 4-0 lead, 17-48 and counting here, second half. A trip to the quarterfinals is at stake and is on the heels and on the feet of the Eagles. If they can hang on here, Saturday quarterfinal action awaits.
And I'd love to see the Eagles maybe get a home game here. I'd have to cancel my weekend plans, but I don't think I'd mind. It'd be a nice matchup to go on and see.
And we have been trying to do our best to acknowledge our out-of-town viewers today, but also want to make sure we thank our Wethersfield followers. We heard from Melissa, who is not far away from the stadium, and says that on nights like this she can almost hear the golden pipes of Jimmy Clark from her house.
I think after this season, it may be a relief to the people that are living along the street that runs parallel to the stadium. They might get some sleep at night, maybe get the kids to bed a little earlier. But
I don't think you'll get any complaints from Melissa, who is the mother of Wethersfield alum and 2021 graduate Charlie Hayes.
Hayes, actually, I did hear a recent development. He is going to be an announcer at Riviere University. I believe it's for the men's basketball team at Riviere. He reached out to me for a little bit of tips on that, and I gotta say, I'm proud of that guy. He was a fun guy off the field, and that is great for him out at Riviere.
So we are starting, if I hear this correctly, the Jimmy Clark broadcasting tree. Is that what's happening here?
I guess so. I figured it wouldn't start until next year when we find out who's in this chair. But I guess it starts a little earlier with Charlie Hayes.
Charlie had a good first collegiate season this year for Riviere, as did classmate R.J. Darrell for Emmanuel College.
Yeah, I love seeing, the highlights of some of the boys who've gone off to do things at college. Max Karkos, one of the names from Oway's back as Jake Laurie takes the ball. You can see him with Endicott Soccer as Laurie along the low sideline, bringing it around. Still got the ball. What a trooper. Up to Zavarella. Goes out of bounds. Ball will go the Woodstock way. So blows for a sub.
Sub again for the Woodstock Academy, number 11, Damian Young.
So as has been his trademark when he has been on the field, good battle from Jake Laurie. Stayed alive down that right sideline. Poked away just at the last minute by Woodstock.
Yeah, and Laurie is a guy who just goes hard all night on the field. You give him an inch, he will take a mile. That is his work ethic. And it's no question as to why the fan base loves to see him on the field so much. 14:23 to go. If this result holds, we'll see him on Saturday afternoon or evening, depending on when the timing would be for that game. Looks like a handball off Thomas Brodowitz that will send the ball the opposite way. Tried to get out in front with the body and played it off the forearm.
So other games in the Class L bracket today, second round, top seed Ellis Tech hosting Massac. That was a 4 o'clock kickoff, as was ours here, so no result yet from that one.
I'm expecting Massac to possibly pull the upset in that one.
6 o'clock start in Bristol for Bristol Central and Guilford. The 8-9 matchup should be a good one out there tonight.
Ooh, that one's starting in, 40 minutes? Just about?
Yep.
The through ball played out towards Torres. He'll get on top of it. Still no shots on goal from the Centaurs tonight.
We've talked already about the game that is opposite this one in the bracket, as Laurie gets another chance here.
Ooh, that'll be sent back out towards the goalie and sent onto the sideline. Ooh, nearly in the bleachers a third time.
So we had a 5 p.m. kickoff in Madison for Daniel Hand hosting Notre Dame of West Haven. That is the 4-13 matchup in the bracket. Another 4 o'clock start this afternoon. That's our game. Early start in Watertown. That was the game we talked about earlier. Nice through ball looking for Brandon Rodriguez. Well done there. Good feed from Juanes Garrigoa. Here's LaPerriere with a good challenge on the back.
And Torres will get out there. He'll have to kick it as it's outside the box. He'll play it off the Woodstock defender to go out of the end line.
So 2-seed Watertown came from behind to knock off 18-seed Brookfield. 6-4 in extra time. Another 4 o'clock kickoff today was New London hosting E.O. Smith.
And New London had a big game 2 nights ago, did they not? With a big win in that contest.
Our score again here, 12:15 remaining second half. It's Wethersfield on top, 4-0 over Woodstock Academy. The number 12 seed Eagles looking to advance to the quarterfinals for a date with either Daniel Hand or Notre Dame of West Haven. A reminder, sorry Jimmy, a reminder just again that since the 28-34 mark, Woodstock Academy has been down a man after a red card. The game has been scoreless since then, but Wethersfield on top, 4-0.
And, played off the arm of El Hussein El Bashir. Now Woodstock, you can hardly tell these guys are playing down a man the way they're playing since they've gone down a man. They've almost upped the ante. I think if they played this way with all 11 guys on the field, they might have 1 or 2 goals up on the board.
And we mentioned earlier as we go through the bracket, again, here's the free kick coming toward the net. Oh, punched out of there nicely by
I'm gonna
Ricky
roll that one a
Torres.
shot.
Oh, I think we can call that a shot. We'll call that a punch save and a beauty. It will lead to a corner kick here for Woodstock Academy.
Number 2 for the Centaurs this evening.
Near post they go, headed by, looks like Berisha.
Out towards Laurie. He's going to nearly wins the race to the ball. Out on Woodstock Academy. 10:50 to go in this half.
So bottom portion of the bracket is where the upset of the tournament so far has taken place. As number 14 Fitch goes to extra time and takes out 3-seed Middletown, 2-1 in that one. So Fitch moves on. They will await the winner of number 22 Avon and number 27 Windsor. That was a 3 o'clock kickoff, so we should have a result from that one coming in soon.
A bit strange on that front without a result quite yet. Unless they are really going at it in extra time right now. And I can see it, both of them ranked in the 20s. Looking pretty good for one of those kind of back and forth extra time slugfests.
I have nothing but a gut feeling, but Windsor is my dark horse in that one. I think they're going to pull that win.
Okay, I see that. I don't know, I think the dark horse in this tournament is going to be Wethersfield. I think they've got a real chance to win this game.
Definitely have a good chance to win this game with Woodstock down a man and trailing 4-0. Wethersfield leading at 4-0. LePerriere with a nice shield. 11 on 11 there on that sideline. LePerriere wins that battle, comes out with the ball. Sends it to Juanez Garagoa, who left foots it across the midline past Brodowitz.
And from the 50, it'll be number 10 who's got it. That is Jeffrey Fongza. That one played off the body of an Eagles player. Woodstock looking for a handball. In the box is Torres, who will rifle one down the field towards Batoya. Gets on top of it. Still fighting for it. 8:55 now to go. Just under 9 minutes. And out of bounds it will go.
RB Berisha watches that one roll over the inline.
15 and 27 coming.
Subbing in for Woodstock, number 15, Beltran Velasco Camaco. And number 27, David Ramos.
Are they calling for a stop? They are. Call for a stoppage.
It's like we are getting the laces tightened up there as RB Berisha helps out Ricky Torres, gets him ready for this goal kick, and whoop. Just kidding on that first one, and now we're going to take the goal kick.
So now as time resumes, with 8:20 left in the game. That's always why you do a double knot. You never want to slow these games down like that.
I was waiting for that. You are a big fan of letting the kids know of the importance of the double knot.
I mean, it's not that important when you're walking down the street, but you're playing soccer. You got to double knot the cleats, man.
All right, so Mr. Clark, as that ball goes in with an opportunity there for number 7 Ty Morgan. He scored the lone goal for Woodstock Academy in the second overtime to force that one to penalty kicks, and they won the penalty kick battle 3-2 to take the official 2-1 victory and send them here tonight. But Wethersfield has jumped all over this one. 3 first-half goals.
One penalty kick goal at the 34-21 mark of the second half by Sam Johnson. And
Laurie. Nice left foot to Laurie.
Laurie tries to work the ball through a defender.
Nice slide tackle from Woodstock. Zavarella lets one fly. That's going to go wide right.
And we do have updated stats. Tata, Swanson, Johnson, and McCarter all get the goals in tonight's game. Adding McCarter's second as well as Johnson and Swanson's. And then Tata gets his very first, and that was the very first of the game as well.
It was. Yeah, it was a scoreless affair. back and forth. Wethersfield had a few opportunities through 20-plus minutes of that first half, and then Joey Tata opened the floodgates at the 16-19 mark. Will McCarter followed 1 minute later at the 15-19 mark, and then Connor Swanson with 5:47 left in the first half sent the Eagles into the break with a 3-0 edge. And the Sam Johnson penalty kick at 34-21 here in the second half closes out the Eagles scoring. 6:25 remaining in this one. 6 minutes and now 21 seconds separate the Eagles from a date in the quarterfinals on Saturday.
And that would be, again, either Notre Dame of West Haven or Daniel Hand, the perennial powerhouse of Class L. And this will be a goal kick for the Centaurs. And not to say they haven't put up a valiant effort, especially playing down a man. These guys really up the pressure.
Yeah, they've certainly settled in nicely defensively here. Some nice play from both of their keepers who have seen time in the second half. They have shut down the Wethersfield offense here for the back half of this second stanza.
Wethersfield along the far sideline. Get the ball. No, it'll be Woodstock's ball.
So as Woodstock takes the throw, we'll go back to the Wethersfield girls action. Their quarterfinal game, as that ball is going to roll over the inline, their quarterfinal game is tomorrow night at 5:30 in Stores as they take on the Panthers of E.O. Smith. E.O. Smith, the number 6 seed on the girls' side in Class L.
And that should be very exciting.
Should be a good contest, a familiar foe for Wethersfield. As we mentioned in the first half of this one, Wethersfield's girls traveled to E.O. Smith back on October 27th. Only gave up 1 goal to the Panthers, but unfortunately the Eagles were not able to get on the board, and that one came away with a tough 1-0 loss.
I think the way the girls are playing in this tournament, they should be able to jump on the Panthers. And here's a chance at a shot with a nice little cross.
So good pressure from El Hussein El Bashir forced the Woodstock player to abort the first shot. Had to go a little wide and was not able to get much on that ball as Wethersfield now comes the other way.
And again, it'll be Wethersfield trying to move the ball up. Under 5 minutes, almost 4 minutes now left in the contest. And again, so glad you could have joined us tonight. Stay with us. We'll have field hockey, an estimated 6:30 start time, so about an hour from now should be the field hockey quarterfinals. Eagles with a big game against East Lyme, and that should be an excellent one to watch. Eagles snake bitten in the quarterfinals. We'll see if this is going to be their year to finally get past the second round. And Zavarella works one towards Brodowitz. Thomas Brodowitz, he's on it. Fires one. No, it's a cross. Oh,
good
from
touch.
Rodriguez.
Brandon Rodriguez tried to find Juanez Garagoa on the left side. Not able to connect. Good play by Woodstock's defense.
And speaking of Woodstock, they're making some good plays up the field. Trying to get that shot.
Nice play from Harvey Berisha to poke that ball out.
Berisha with a beautiful stop right there. 3:10 to go in the contest. Eagles should be able to walk out of here with the win as we see the final 3 minutes of play. It'll be Santos to Laurie. Laurie. Oh, beautiful
Good
challenge
tackle.
by number 6
Oh,
out there.
yeah.
Whoa! They will rule the ball towards Wethersfield. Zavarella will get in there. Maybe a little bit of tempers flaring up. Of course, the end of the season, never an easy topic to deal with, especially on the field. It's not quite over yet. 2.5 minutes to go, but the Eagles are looking to
Santos
finish
with an
it.
opportunity. Oh, just trickles away from him. Berisha's going to be there to try to settle it, but here comes now Woodstock with a chance. 3-on-2.
This will be the odd man rush. Nice through ball. Looking for an offside. Just Torres!
Oh, no.
Oh, it's wide!
Wow.
Oh, very lucky for the Eagles.
That
Subbing in for Woodstock, number 3, Owen Tracy.
What an opportunity from the Centaurs, and they could not capitalize on that. Very lucky stroke for the Eagles.
Beautifully played ball by number 7.
That being Ty Morgan.
He laid it off, created a great opportunity. It's really, that should have been the end of Wethersfield's 3-game shutout streak, but ball sails wide left.
Wow. That is truly incredible. A minute 30 to go.
We have had a request for Mr. Clark, your PA announcing duties.
Oh.
In addition to the 1-minute call, there is a request for a countdown of the final 10 seconds.
Oh boy. Well, we'll have to just do that then as we reach 1:10. And this is a through ball to Laurie. Laurie with an opportunity. He might have played it too far out in front.
1 minute remaining in regulation.
First touch got away from Laurie on that one as he had a golden opportunity down the right side of the box.
And I might ask, who has made the request, might I ask?
We had that request from, I will say, the Wethersfield parent section.
Ah, God. Well, that's all I need to know now. We see Thomas Brodowitz with the ball in the corner. Ooh. Just could not get there. Ball went out of bounds. Eagles are, no, that's going to be a goal kick.
Yeah, we've got the official on the field is going to whistle that one a goal kick.
It should be,
I'm not sure what's going on.
are they calling a stop? They are. Stoppage in time, 15.4. They're going to sort this out. Not sure what's
A
going
little
on.
confusion there on the field. We are going to get the goal kick. Looks like Wethersfield was lining it up thinking it was a goal kick. I'm sorry, a corner kick, but it was a goal kick, in fact.
Ah, and we'll see. Eagles already posing for pictures.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the Eagles win! Your final score, Wethersfield 4 and the Woodstock Academy 0. We thank you for attending tonight's Veterans Day contest. Please join us for an estimated 6:30 face-off as field hockey plays their quarterfinal matchup against East Lyme. We thank you for attending this evening's contest, and please drive home safely.
All right, so a very quick recap here. Wethersfield wins this second round playoff matchup with Woodstock Academy. Wethersfield 4, Woodstock 0. Goals by Joey Tata, Will McCarter, Connor Swanson, and Sam Johnson. Wethersfield moves on to the quarterfinals where they will play the winner of Daniel Hand and Notre Dame West Haven, which kicked off at 5 o'clock. That game will happen Saturday, but time and destination to be determined for Jimmy Clark. I'm Dave Gustafson. We will see you with some sort of stream from somewhere on Saturday for that quarterfinal game.
It looks like I'm canceling my Saturday plans after all. We'll
All
see
right.
you then.
Thanks for watching, everybody.